Hi again. Today I'm here to talk to you about fire cider. This is fire cider. Have you heard of fire cider? This is my first time making fire cider. It is now fire-sided for a month, actually, just over a month, and it's ready for me to strain and taste, and I want to do that together with you. Now, fire cider is very, very interesting if you've never heard of it. What fire cider is a tonic that you would take for boosting your immune system if you feel like you're coming down with any kind of cold or illness, especially during the cold months. It's kind of like an immune booster. It contains ingredients in here that are typical, well-known for fighting infection internally, and traditional type of medicine. So the ingredients in here are used in traditional medicine for fighting illnesses. So what you do is you put them all together and then you create this tonic. And I'll tell you what's in here. So I'm gonna tip the camera a bit so you can see what's in it. So fire cider ingredients. Basically it's anything that you would like to add that is hot and spicy, okay? Or something with some kind of, that you know of, that has a health benefit. It's really flexible, but there's some certain basic ingredients that are important to add. So in here I've got onions that I've grown myself, garlic, I have ginger, I have horseradish, turmeric, hot peppers, and apple cider vinegar. Now you can also add honey, you can also add cinnamon sticks, you can add lemon juice, you can do whatever you really like, whatever you like. And if you don't want to add something, if you don't want to add the hot peppers, although I recommend adding at least a few, then you don't need to. You can really make it as flexible as you like. But I wanted to add as many things as I could. So it is, again, onions, garlic, ginger, turmeric, horseradish, hot pepper, and I think that's it. And then top with apple cider vinegar. That's all you have to do. You gotta chop it and then you add it to the jar, cover it so that the entire contents are covered with apple cider vinegar. Now, in terms of the apple cider vinegar that you wanna use apple cider vinegar that has a mother. So traditional ones you might have heard of are Bragg's. Bragg's is a good brand that does contain the mother, but there are other ones as well. As long as they contain the mother, you wanna have an apple cider vinegar which is alive. You don't want one that's, like an inexpensive brand which is clear. You really wanna get the mother, because the mother, that's an alive culture, and that will ferment the contents of this tonic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it and we're going to taste it, and so you can get the experience from me and consider making something like this on your own. And now in order to, in terms of consuming the tonic, what you can do is you can either take a shot yourself or a tablespoon whenever you feel you need it. You can also add it to salad dressing and eat it that way as well. And then you can also be creative with it, whatever you like that's really super spicy. So I'm going to open it and smell it. Whew. Now, because it is apple cider vinegar based, it's got that sharp vinegary smell, but not vinegary like a white vinegar, vinegary like a more softer, lighter, smoother vinegar. It's also got a lot of tang and a lot of complex smells in here. I'm really smelling the horseradish. I'm smelling onion, and even some hot pepper and a little garlic. Okay, I'm gonna strain this and we're gonna taste it, okay? Now I'm gonna just step away for 1 second and get my strainer. Okay, here we go. So, if you have a plastic strainer, it is best when you're doing a fermentation, because it's alive. You don't want to use metal. Metal does counteract with the ferment. So I have a plastic strainer that I prefer to use. And I found when it was very, very inexpensive at a hardware store, cost me maybe $5 or $7. I would definitely recommend when you're fermenting, anything that you ferment, you invest in one of these plastic strainers. They're not sold everywhere, but if you can get your hands on one, just get a simple, cheap one and it'll do you fine, okay? Now, I do have a measuring cup here. I'm gonna use this measuring cup for straining. I'm gonna place, step back up a little bit. Okay. Still can't. I don't have this right. Just one second. There we go. Okay. It's really heavy. So I'm gonna strain it. I probably won't strain all of it because I don't want it to splash all over the counter. And it is really heavy. I'm doing okay. Okay. Okay, I think I got most of it. Now, what I could do is I could like take it over a larger bowl and just flip the whole thing into the strainer and see what else will fall out. But I think I've got, should I test it? Let's see. It's just a little left. Okay, that's good for today. Okay, now these ingredients here, I'm not going to use them. They're very strong. So what I'll do is I'll throw them in the compost and I'll just keep them there. I think that's the best place to use them, but perhaps if you make this, you can taste the contents. I'm not that daring, even though I like to try things. Okay. Okay. Now, I've got this beautiful tonic. Look at the color of this tonic. So the tonic, the apple cider vinegar is a really light color, like a light yellowy color. So look how dark this is here. Just beautiful. So I'm really excited to try it. So here we go. I brought my little spoon. That wakes up your throat, I tell you. You really feel that going down. And I feel the tip of my tongue and I feel it at the back of my throat. That is fantastic. I love it. It's not even as spicy as I imagined. I used fairly hot peppers in here. And I found with time, the heat level drops a lot when you're fermenting. The same thing happened when I made fermented hot sauce, and in that case I used a salt water solution, lactic acid. It created a lactic acid environment, the ferment, and I found that the hot peppers that I used in there, and I had a lot of habaneros in there, by the time it was done fermenting, it wasn't as hot as it would have been had I eaten them fresh. So I'm finding the same thing here. I'm not really tasting the hot peppers, like they're not really popping, and it's not super spicy. It has a lot of tang and there's a lot of complex flavors going on in it, but there isn't like, my mouth is not on fire because it's finished the ferment. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a jar. Now let's say this is a liter. Okay. So it's the best way to store this is I'll store this in my fridge, and I'm just going to take this and I'm going to okay, there we are. There's my fire cider. I'm really excited about this. It's so beautiful. The best place to store your fire cider is in the fridge. Once you've strained your fire cider and bottled it in a glass jar, you should store it in the fridge, and it will last for at least 6 months in the fridge safely. Because it is a apple cider vinegar base, it shouldn't spoil as quickly as some other things. Now, I'm not sure if I will have this for 6 months. I'll probably finish it a lot quicker than that, but that's where I'll store it. And then I can add it, either drink it straight, take shots of this, or I can add it to dressing. I think it would taste really nice on a potato salad, actually. That would taste really good, or anywhere else that needs some kind of vinegary addition. And then that's a really great way to get the fire cider into you. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my fire cider tonic video and my taste test and are inspired to make your own. It's really not difficult. Now, when I do get a collection of ingredients, such as more hot peppers on a large scale, as well as some other things, then I think I will probably film another video the next time I make a batch. As I'm running low, I will film a video on how to make your own fire cider, and I hope you can watch it then. And I'll be sure to link that video to this video as well if you happen to be catching this later on. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I look forward to chatting with you all again soon. And if you like this video, please be sure to click the subscribe button below, and as well as the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. And be sure to please click the like button and let me know that you like this video, and so I can tell and see what you like in terms of the videos that I film. And if there's anything else in future, if there's anything you'd like me to answer, any questions, please be sure to leave me a comment below, and I'll be sure to do my best to do so in the future. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Happy gardening. Bye for now.